What's up, YouTube? Stay peasy on the keys in this too. Easy. Anyway, we got another video for you today. We're gonna react to Lowkey Obamanation Part 1 and 2. These songs were apparently deleted from TV, obviously, because you're coming at the freaking president of the former president of the United States. But we gonna listen. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna see what he's talking about. Are you ready? Okay, let's go.
This track is not an attack upon the American people. It's an attack upon the system within which they live. Since 1945, the United States has attempted to overthrow more than 50 foreign governments. In the process, the US has caused the end of life for several million people and condemned many millions more to a life of agony and despair. The strength of your dreaming prevents you from reason. The American dream only makes sense if you're sleeping. It's just a cruel fantasy. Their politics took my voice away, but their music gave it back to me. The land where the lumpen are consumed.
Whoa, first of all, let me ask you one question. I'm going to tell you one thing. You better stay safe. You better stay safe, fam. Because the way you spin, the people's going to be knocking at your door pretty soon, or they're going to hear about something where he ended up in a car accident or something. You better, hey, fight the system. I'm all for it, man. Fight the system, but stay safe. That's all I'm saying. Stay safe.
By consumption, killing themselves to shovel down food in abundance. I guess a rapper from Britain is a rare voice. America is capitalism on steroids.
No. Of course, America's capitalism. They charge you for water. They charge you for basic needs. You get charged for water. You get charged to drink water. You get charged to put God's clean air in your tires. If you don't believe in God, they charge you to put the air that has been provided from the earth in your tires. They charge you to put air in your tires. They charge you to live on land. You can't leave the country without a passport. They have to know that you're leaving the country. You can barely go state to state without them knowing.
It's kept in casinos and reservations. Displaced slaves never given reparations. Take everything from Native Americans and wonder why I call it the racist experiment. Afraid of your melanin, the same as it's ever been. That ain't gonna change with the race of the president.
Nope, I keep trying to tell people this, man. Just because he was there doesn't mean anything changed. You got to remember. Look at when Obama was president. Look at how many unarmed black children, and not just black children, black people in general, were killed by police officers in that span. Everything started around his second term, around 2012, with the whole Trayvon Martin thing, and now we had all this thing. We had the George Zimmerman thing, and then apparently, Trayvon Martin's dad. Apparently, after Trayvon Martin was killed, Trayvon's dad became a Freemason. He became a Freemason. Hey, they might. Hey, I'm just speaking the truth, man. The truth got to come out. If they terminate my channel for telling the truth, I'll make another one. I'm being for real, man. The truth got to come out. I'm not gonna sit here and just baby you with just I'm just going along with everything. No. Of course, I want to entertain you with these reactions, but I want to distill some more information to you, man. I want to give you the realness. That's why I love my subscribers, because we can have real talks in the comment section. We can have real talks about the system. Shout out to Michael Lorden, because I remember me and him were talking a little bit about the system and all that. Shout out to him. Shout out to everybody who can actually hold a normal conversation. Shout out to everybody. But stuff like this got to get out, man.
See imperialism under your skin tone. You could call it Christopher Columbus syndrome.
Is it Obama's nation or an abomination? Is it Obama's nation or an abomination? Is it Obama's nation or an abomination? Doesn't make any difference when they form your nation. Is it Obama's nation or an abomination? Is it Obama's nation or an abomination? Is it Obama's nation or an abomination? Doesn't make any difference when they form your nation.
The world's entertainer, the world's devastator. From Venezuela to Mesopotamia. Your cameras lie cause they have to hide the savage crimes committed on leaders that happen to try and nationalize eating competitions while the world's been starving.
You remember what happened to Gaddafi, the leader? I think he was the leader of Iran or Iraq. He was trying to make gold the number one currency instead of the dollar bill, and they snuffed him out. They cut his lights out. You know what I mean? They cut his lights out. That's all I'm gonna say.
Beat up communism with the help of Bin Laden. Where would your war of terror be without that man? Every day you create more Nidal Hassans. Kill a man from the military, you're a weirdo. But kill a wog from the Middle East, you're a hero. Your country is causing screams that never reach your ear holes. America inflicted 1,000,000 ground zeros. Follow the dollar and swallow your humanity. Soldiers committing savagery you never even have to see. Those
Facts. You remember, I think there was an experiment. It was like some type of thing that happened in the war in Vietnam, where the soldiers killed everybody in one town. The American soldiers killed everybody in one town. They killed the children. They raped all the women, and they burned the whole town down. But they found out that this whole town was innocent. But again, apparently, all is fair in love, and all is fair in love and war. You can do whatever you want, as long as you're at war. When you're at war, there's no morals, there's no scruples, there's no principles when you're at war. There's no type of, when you're at war, there's no type of morals, there's no type of sanity. That's why I really am not too fond of voting. I'm really not. Because the people who are in place are going to do what they're going to do regardless of what we decide. Because in my opinion, if America is supposed to be a democracy is a country that is supposedly run by the people. If the country is run by the people, why do the people need a leader to decide for them? And why are we so anxious to choose a leader instead of trying to lead ourselves? You know what I'm saying? Trying to be independent, do for ourselves. We don't have to rely on somebody to do for us. That's all I'm saying. Hey, this video might not get a bunch of views, but hey, it needs to come out. The information needs to come out.
Mad at me, writing emails angrily. I'm not anti-America. America is anti-me.
Is it Obama's nation or an abomination? Is it Obama's nation or an abomination? Is it Obama's nation or an abomination? Doesn't make any difference when they form your nation. Is it Obama's nation or an abomination? Is it Obama's nation or an abomination? Is it Obama's nation or an abomination? Doesn't make any difference when they form your nation.
I don't care if him and Cheney are long lost relations. What matters more is the policies. I lost my patience. Stop debating, bringing race into the conversation. Occupation and cooperation equals profit making. It's over, people wake up from the dream now. Nobel Peace Prize, Jay-Z on speed dial. It's the substance within, not the color of your skin. Are you the puppeteer or the puppet on the string? So many believed it was instantly gonna change. There was still Dennis Russ, Brzezinski and Robert Gates. What happened to Chaz Freeman? What happened to Tristan Anderson? It's a machine that keeps that man breathing. I have the heart to say what all these other rappers aren't. Words like Iraq, Palestine, Afghanistan. The war's on and you morons were all wrong. I call Obama a bomber cause those are your bombs.
Just like I said, it's like I'm thinking like same thing with Japan and Nagasaki. Like, why would you bomb a country? Why would you nuke a country twice? You got to think about the power, the type of weaponry that is possessed, that is stored in the United States. The United States had nuclear technology back in the 40s. They had nuclear technology back in the 1940s. And here it is, 2018. You don't even know what type of developments that they've made now. They probably got a bomb that can flatten the entire Earth if they wanted to. They could be in some bunker on the moon, and then boom, they just destroy the entire Earth at the press of a button. You don't know what these people are capable of. We don't. We don't. Like this. All right, we about to listen to the second part of this.
That's his real name, Lowkey.
Lowkey is not his real name, surprisingly enough. It's an important line there. I'm all about peace and love.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're calling him a terrorist.
Him a terrorist. Okay, one nation in the world has over 1,000 military bases. Can you guess who? It's. Let me give you a hint.
Qatar?
It is not Luxembourg. It's not just Muslims that oppose your imperialism. He's going to tell you who it is. Lumumba was democracy. Mossadegh, Allende. There you go. Okay, so this is the rapper. All right, that's his music.
Bust a beat for me, right?
All right, sure.
I don't want no Obamanation. I'm not gonna vote for your inauguration. 'Cause I don't need no Obamanation. I'm not gonna.
Limbaugh is a racist, Glenn Beck is a racist. Gaza Strip was getting bombed, Obama didn't say shit. After you divorce yourself from the right-wing propaganda campaign, it's all simple and plain. America stands the game. Your president got an African name. Now who you gon' blame when they drop them bombs out of them planes using depleted uranium?
Oh, I see the plot. When they did it, your president is black, so you can't blame the white people when the ish hit the fan. I see the okay. I see the mind frame.
Babies looking like two-headed aliens. Follow the money trail that leads to the criminal. Ain't nothing subliminal to it. That's how they do it. See the game they running. Give a fuck if he's cunning, articulate, and handsome. Afghanistan held for ransom by the hand of this black man. Neo-colonial puppet. White power with a black face. He said, fuck it, I'll do it.
White power with a black face. Facts. You got to remember, all these presidents that are being elected, they're just being elected to carry out the agenda. Just carry out an agenda of worldwide capitalism, because ultimately the U.S. wants worldwide capitalism and world dominance. They want to dominate every country. They want to dominate everything. That's the spirit of people like this. They have a dominating spirit. They come and take over stuff. You see what they did to the American lands which they say were unoccupied. Prior to their arrival, they were unoccupied. Okay. When there were people that were my skin complexion on those lands.
Master of the skies, expert at telling lies. Then they gave him a Nobel Peace Prize. Should have known he was trained in Chicago. Word to Chairman Fred and Mark Clark. What they do in the dark will come out in the light.
Oh yeah, university. Yeah, you got to remember the University of Chicago is a place where they train. It's a University of Chicago. They train a bunch of these history majors, the anthropologists. These are the people that write the history books. These are scholars that try to tell you everything of how the history is supposed to be. Like, again, just because you went to some college doesn't make you better than somebody. And just because you got a doctorate degree in something doesn't make you better than somebody. All school is just you just being good at regurgitating information. That's it. You just know how to regurgitate information.
Like a WikiLeaks site, so I guess Nkrumah was right. Who's ready to fight? Last stage of imperialism, I ain't kidding. In the immortal words of Marvin Gaye, this ain't living.
Glenn Beck is a racist. Gaza Strip was getting bombed, Obama didn't say shit.
OBAMA, you ain't fooling everyone. I see the games you play. You was VIP at the BIC, and we know that's a code name for CIA. The same way.
He working for the alphabet boys. You know, the CIA, the FBI, the FTC, the FDA, the CAA, and the whatever. All the alphabet boys. Big Brother is watching.
Cameras are watching us, we're watching you. Think we're easy to control, you ain't got a clue. Revolution's on the way, let's see what you're gonna do. You're gonna send the troops, you're gonna drop the nukes. See, it's not where you're from, it's where you're at. He's sitting in the White House, so who cares if he's black? And why is there soldiers still out there in Iraq? Natural resources ain't yours, it's theirs, give it back. You're just a
Facts. They're only there for oil exploits. Because, you know, Iraq and Iran and those countries in the Middle East have all the natural oil underneath the ground, underneath the earth. That's why they send the soldiers trying to dominate and take all the oil. Because they probably burned through all the natural fossil fuels, so now they had to go and take somebody's oil. Like, again, have you ever thought about Antarctica? How nobody is allowed on Antarctica except for world leaders. They actually even have armed guards on Antarctica. What is going on in Antarctica? Is Antarctica really just a big piece of ice? Or is it something else? Because I've seen videos of the world leaders going to Antarctica. What's in Antarctica that's so important that's going to make world leaders come all the way down to the bottom of the earth? What's so important down there? We got to research and find out what's so important in Antarctica that's going to make these people go all the way to the bottom of the earth.
another puppet, but I'm not surprised. Look at Colin Powell and Condoleezza Rice. They didn't change shit. House niggas fresh off the slave ship. You all burn in hell, even Michelle, Obamanation.
Fact, I hate to admit it, but for real, all these black people in Congress, they puppets. It's puppets. It's all puppeteerism to try to restore false hope. Like I said, if I lose some people, so what? You know what I'm saying? Like this is just real, man. Like it's real, man.
Glenn Beck is a racist. Gaza Strip was getting bombed, Obama didn't say shit.
Who's the bigger threat from Osama or from Obama? Military bases from Chagos to Okinawa. I say things that other rappers won't say, cause my mind never closed like Guantanamo Bay. Hope you didn't build a statue or tattoo your arm, cause the drones are still flying over Pashtunistan. Did he defend the war? No. He extended more, even had the time to attempt a coup in Ecuador. Morales and Chavez, the states are on the hunt for ya. Military now stationed on bases in Colombia. Take a trip to the past and tell them I was right. Ask Ali Abu Nima and Jeremiah Wright. Drones over Pakistan, Yemen and Libya. Is Obama the bomber getting ready for Syria? First black.
Facts, like why do they have to watch? Why are they spending so much money to try to watch everything? Like I said, it's Big Brother, the all-seeing eye. It's watching you at all times. Watching you through your phones. Watching you through it's watching me through the camera on my computer right now. It's watching you through the smart TVs, watching you through everything.
President, the masses were hungry, but the same president just bombed an African country like.
Facts, like you keep forgetting y'all don't keep forgetting the Middle East is part of Africa. The Middle East is still part of Africa. So he's bombing his so-called ancestors' countries.
Glenn Beck is a racist. Gaza Strip was getting bombed, Obama didn't say shit.
The Jonas Brothers are here. They're out there somewhere. Sasha and Malia are huge fans, but boys don't get any ideas. I have 2 words for you: predator drones. You will never see it coming.
And they just joking about this stuff. They just joking. They got predator drones. He's just joking about it. And everybody's just laughing like it's a straight joke. Do you not understand what he just said? Predator drones. It means they're probably already in the sky right now.
You think I'm joking?
Under President Obama, the United States military has used unmanned predator drones to drop bombs on Afghanistan, Iraq, Pakistan, Yemen, all right, now. Listen, I had to, this, thank you. I gotta thank whoever recommended that. I gotta thank who did that. Who was that? Who recommended that? Thank you, Afgar1. Thank you, Afgar1. I appreciate you for doing that because really opened my eyes on a lot of things. This really opened my eyes. Like, this was a beautiful, this just showed how people are so lulled to sleep about everything. Like I said about voting. You can't, how can you vote? How can you be so confident about voting for your leaders when this is what your leaders are doing? Oh, I can't wait for them to make a song about, I can't wait for them to make a song about Trump too. But I just can't fathom how you can be so confident when you don't know what your leaders do behind closed doors. You don't know because they know most people are not going to research this stuff because they're lazy. They know most people are not going to research because they just blatantly do this stuff. You want oil, so you just bomb in every country. You just bomb in every country you see. Just bombs. Just you got a problem? Just bomb it. Just drop bombs on the country. Oh, you got a problem with Japan? Oh, let's just drop 2 nukes on Japan that has effects that they're still recovering from. The fact that Japan has smog still in Japan, where people still can't breathe correctly because of all that radiation in the air is polluting the air. And of course, nobody cares about it if it's not from America. Nobody cares. If it's not American or European, nobody cares. Right. Right. Is that how we think? I hope it's not how you think. But like I said, hey, I might have struck a nerve with some people. If so, you can unsubscribe if you want. If you feel offended by this video at all, just feel free to leave. It's fine. If you stand by me and you stand by what I'm saying, hey, we all in this together, man. Like, feel free to talk with me in the comments. Even if you have something negative to say, just feel free to say something because I'm gonna hear you out. I'm gonna hear you out. Because I clowned on the black savior. But anyway, thanks again for watching. I know it kind of seems like I'm being racist against my own people, but all I'm doing is just pointing out what's been done. Because what he's doing is the same thing that Donald Trump is doing and the same thing that Bush did, so don't call me racist. Because I'm sure Bush and Clinton and whoever else was before them did worse. And Trump is doing the same kind of stuff. But anyways, thanks again for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you've seen this whole video and you didn't subscribe, subscribe now. Anyway, thanks again for watching this video. I'm out. Peace.